Hi again and welcome back to our blog. I am Jim Cuervo, Senior Instructor here at Digital Drafting Systems. Today we will be looking at Path of Travel in Revit. This useful tool found in the Analysis tab under Route Analysis is a tool that is very useful to plot path of travel, which then can be pulled into a schedule. Let us see how it works. In this particular example, we have a partial floor plan of one of the Revit sample drawings, and what we want to do is we want to create a path that leads to the stairs. We're going to start by using this particular room here that's slightly out of view. For that, we go to Analysis. In Analysis, we go to the Route Analysis item here and say Path of Travel. And then we'll define the starting point and then the ending point. Now, this particular error is very specific. The reason why that error is happening and is not letting me do the path of travel is because, as we can tell right here, this particular room is not completely in the view. In order for us to be able to do that, we actually have to first then turn on our view cropping and extend it so we now have the full room completely engulfed. Let's go ahead and make sure that the adjacent room is also placed in there completely. A little bit longer. Big room. Really big room. Let's zoom out a little bit and let's pull it out a little bit more. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to plot from this room here, okay, to the stairs. So once again, we go to the Analysis tab, go to the Route Analysis panel, Path of Travel. We start the point and we tell it the starting point, as I said, and the ending point. It will do the rest by itself. There we go. Now, the one thing that I do need to emphasize is there's no way to actually modify the angles. So it would be a safety, life safety path. So we can't modify the angles. And we can't say right angles here. So this cannot be straight and it cannot be with a right angle turn here. Secondly, if I select the actual line that defines the path, the speed is not editable. The speed times the distance, or divided by the distance, is going to give me the time of travel. So this is not editable, but these items here are. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what it is that defined what is an obstacle and what is not. Let's go ahead back into the Analysis item and come here to the Route Analysis again, and you'll see Reveal Obstacles. By selecting that, it's telling me in orange every one of the items that it defines as an obstacle. You will notice that the doors are not part of that. The reason why that is because if we go to this little corner arrow here, which defines the Route Analysis dialog box, you will see that the actual doors are set as non-object blocking, or as they say, obstacle. Okay, you have the analysis zones here under millimeters. Okay, let's go ahead and say okay to this. And now we see that we can actually define other objects to be obstacles. Let's go ahead and turn off this particular item, and let's go to the manage, into the view, my fault. Go to schedules, and in schedules, let's go to schedule quantities, and let's schedule this item. Well, let's go over here to lines. In lines, you will have the category, subcategory, rather path of travel. We'll say okay. And let's say we want to say from room, the length, the level, the line style, maybe not. Let's go ahead and say the speed and time and the room that I'm going to. All right. Once I have all of that, obviously we know that we can organize this any way or form. We can sort them just like a regular schedule, but for this demonstration, we'll just leave it like that. We'll say okay. And as you can see, the path of travel is very easily schedulable, and it's telling me from what room to what room and it's telling me not only that the speed is set at 4.8 kilometers per hour, taking a total time of 27.1 seconds with, to travel a length of 36,307 I think it's millimeters. Let me just double check on that. I'm going to guess these are millimeters. Okay, so you see that you're able to go ahead and do that. We please stay tuned for a part 2 of this item, and once the way to edit some of these values becomes available, we will go ahead and create our second part to this, so we have a complete actual view of how this will actually work for us. One last thing, you can in fact add points here like this by going to add or delete points, and then you can go ahead and move them around if you need to. Okay, just this way. It's been having a little trouble with that, but you can in fact do this one here and move it around. Okay, with that, I hope you've enjoyed our little demonstration of how to create a path of travel in Revit, some of the things that you can do with them and you can't do, including the fact that you can actually pull them out to schedule. Very well, this has been Jim Cuervo. Thank you very much for being with us, asking you to please be safe. Until the next one, see you guys later.